Semi-finalists last season, Arsenal target a place in the last 8 of the Carabao Cup this time around, but so too did Brighton, despite the Seagulls having never been beyond this stage for 47 years. That quarter-final exit at Flying Club's Nottingham Forest in 1978 is the furthest that they've ever been in this competition, but Brighton have the belief these days they are capable of challenging for a first major trophy in their history. And they will need that belief if they are to get the better of this Arsenal side. Now unbeaten in 10 games, winning the last 7 of them, not conceding now in 5 in a row. Winning it well, funding Belieber, who will have an early hit, down to make the save. There's Kepa Arrizabalaga. Early involvement for the Arsenal goalkeeper on just his second appearance.
Belieber caught that one well, struck it across the surface. And on these lovely true surfaces, you get a lovely skid on the ball. Beautiful skid on the ball, but he's down there well in time for that one. No down to his right. Decent start for the keeper.
Now Kostulas. Here's the keeper. Maybe getting a foot in, but Waneri there to pick up the pieces. Slipping it through for Mikel Merino. An early range settle of his own.
Lovely ball from Waneri there, looking forward. First and foremost, there was an easy pass out wide there. He's looking wide, but he wants to play the more difficult one in between the nets. And it's fired high and wide, but the ball into him was a lovely little ball, lovely little weight, so it's easy to control first touch and get your shot away.
2 Greek teenagers up top for Brighton today, but big money spent on both of them. Simas was actually signed in January for £20 million from Nuremberg, and here he is on the ball as it breaks somewhat fortuitously for him. He has support from Rutter to take it on and force the save again from Arrizabalaga. Down to the 9 with his legs, but early encouragement certainly for Brighton.
Should have scored, Phil. Good break. I think Rutter should be going across the keeper more there.
Rutter leads the charge and slips it through for Simas. Another big chance for Brighton, and that one goes wide. Huge early openings for the Albion, and they haven't been able to make Arsenal pay.
Repaying the pass that he had before, and this time Simas is wide with it. Rutter breaks it, he holds on to it really well there. First touch is the most important, then that makes him a little bit hurried, as the keeper again, Arrizabalaga, does really well to tighten it up. Cut down that little bit of an angle. He's put it wide. That's 2 brilliant chances they've had early on.
All the way through for the keeper here. There's the effort from range again from Diego Gomez, who has the taste for the spectacular in this competition.
But that's a good strike, and again across these lovely surfaces, it fizzes across it, but the keeper again, Arrizabalaga has got it covered.
And there he's given it away, though, cut out by Belieber, and it breaks into the path invitingly of Diego Gomez. And Simas with time to turn, and options ahead of him. This is Rutter. Simas had continued his run. Rutter threaded it through to him. Across quickly was Christian Mosquera.
Yeah, good tracking back. I mean, that's a straight ball for an angled run, and I think he was tracking him all the way, Mosquera. Look, you see a lovely little straight ball here. Look, there's the angled run across. That's what you always talk. Straight balls, angled run from straight balls. That's perfect execution of it, but good defending as well.
So here's the Brighton corner. Deeper in, swinging delivery, threatened for a moment like it might swing all the way in, and Van Hecker wasn't far away from getting the touch that would have helped it in.
Should have scored, Phil. He'll be annoyed there. Look, he's at the back post and he's just got twisted around in mid-flight there, but he's under the flight of it. His favourite all the way, should have scored on the far post.
Norgard, just as you were in terms of personnel from the first half. And Waneri combine once more. Bauman to the byline, did beautifully, and then goes down. And what's the referee going to give here? Max Dowman causing all sorts of issues for Brighton at the back. And I think Pascali has got away with it. It looked there as if Sam Barrett, the referee, had given it, but it appears not so.
He just took in on there, Pascali on the line, and I just think he pulled his... Well, he just left his leg there, didn't he? Just planted it, so I think it's the correct decision for the referee. And if anything, Max may have taken a little bit of a tumble there.
Saints will keep on trying, keep on putting himself in positions to profit now. Ruter taking over. And there is plenty of space here for the shot. Which brings another save from Ruter Balaga.
Good early switch of play there by Ruter. I think it's the keeper on the far side. He found him, just couldn't get that ball in front of him enough to come onto it and get it down. Look, that's kind of a little bit under his feet. Just need to tuck it away a little bit further so you can run onto it and drive it better. But an easy stop for the keeper.
Eza, trying to collect it and assess his options here. Waneri has a go. And steal down sharply.
He didn't get a good angle on that shot there, Waneri. Again, I think Eza was a little bit heavy with the pass. That's a heavy pass. He was looking to hit that first time, but had to have the touch. Puts it through the defender's legs. Doesn't get enough angle on the shot.
Scara. Takes Kadioglu out of it. Mikel Merino, lovely here for Lewis Skelly, and in! Ethan Waneri. Arsenal have found a way. After that patient period of probing pressure, they come up with a quality in the build-up, and they come up with the game's opening goal just before the hour. Arsenal 1, Brighton 0. Ethan Waneri opens the scoring at the Emirates.
Bit of a Rolls Royce of a move as well. Great touch from Eza. And then just carried on there from Merino. Lovely little back heel, cut back from Lewis Skelly, and that's the angle he was looking for in the first place. Waneri with a shot. That was a great move from Arsenal. All down that left-hand side. Started with Eza, and every player had a good touch on that ball. And every player was looking to look forward as well. And Arteta will be absolutely elated by that goal. That was a wonderful move.
Time to turn provider, on it goes. Gabriel only just on his straight into it in those sort of situations, and it nearly came for Saka as well. Didn't quite have the angle.
Different proposition when he comes on the pitch. One of the best at attacking the ball, isn't he, in the Premier League, Gabriel?
One out of the Nicholas Jova handbook on the training ground as they all make their way to try and meet it. Rising the highest though as Merino, looked like he was set to score, but it's been kept out on the line.
It's Gabriel who causes all the mayhem. He's pushing, shoving, making himself a little bit of a force. Marino gets on the end of it, but just saved on that near post.
Actually reaping the rewards for the work that Mikel Arteta has done, not just this season, but in laying the foundations in previous campaigns. And here they come now with Timber. Look at the ground that he has covered, slips it through towards Harry Mananous. Denied his moment, but Saka will score, and it might just settle it. A second for Arsenal, and the Premier League leaders well on course now for the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup.
Well, the runaway train continues, the momentum's continued. It was a bit shaky in that first half, but now they go 2 up, and surely assured himself of getting into the quarter-finals of this competition. Great driving run from Timber. He was like the runaway train here. Look at the power of the run. And at the end of it, when you run like that, lovely weighted pass. And obviously the keeper does very well to come out and save from Harry Mananous there, but Saka with a follow-up to make it 2-0. Good little run from the youngster. Lovely pass, dead weight on it, but there's the follow-up. And I think this one's over for Brighton. Didn't take their chances, and Arsenal have.
Been on the pitch about 5 minutes, Bukayo Saka, before doubling the Arsenal lead. Van Hecker has given this away to Trossard. And again looking to unwind another one. And Leandro Trossard. And Trossard nearly having the final say against his former side. Back off the post it comes. And let off in additional time for Brighton, and 3-0 would have been harsh on the Seagulls, surely.
Sorry, we spoke about those fizzing shots, didn't we, early on in the game, and that one was a little bit better than the Brighton ones. Nearly beat the keeper on that far side, and unlucky for Trossard.
Knocks it in towards that far post. That is full time, and it is onwards for Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. They maintain